Good morning. Now, I am biased, obviously, but doesn't that look good when we put plasterboard on the walls? I certainly think it does. Right, to the plan. There's only Mick and me here today. We've got lads going to other jobs, and Mark's gone off to have some me time, guitar playing, what have you, because he's in a band. Very, very good guitarist. So he's going to have to do some of that today as well. Learn some songs for some gigs he's got coming up. So, anyway, back to today. Ramp, I'm doing that today. Full width, 9x2, down there. So we'll sort that out. Looks like I've had a delivery as well. Must have turned up when we disappeared last night. You've already seen this. I'd already done this in previous episodes, but we're going to get that, try and get that boarded today as well. We're going to drop that tray down there, and we're going to make a hole in our lovely floor. We've been very lucky in this instance, because all the plumbers out there will know that generally that will hit a joist. You can guarantee it normally. We've been very lucky. That doesn't fall on a joist that way, or if the hole's that side. Very lucky. So as you all know, the other side of this window is where the manhole's going to be for this whole Sunny Flow commercial type system we're going to use to pump all the effluent down the garden. So that is going to go this side, so it's closest to there so we can get to it. So we're going to do a bit of undermining the dirt there. As you know, we've got insulation in the floor, so we're going to be cutting that and put it through there. We've already had a good tidy up yesterday, so then having to move that. We straight on it this morning. So I just want to take a little bit of sunshine again. Oh man. Beautiful. So all we're doing now we've cleaned all this lot up, is we're going to fix a 4x2. Just put this down and I can walk over and show you. Fix a 4x2 across here. And what we'll do there, we'll then cut the bottom of the 9x2 out from the ramp and hook it on the top. Which I'll just show you anyway, before we do it, or as we do it should I say. And then on the side there, because we'd come in 70mm from this panel, just to keep that post at the bottom you can see there away from the post for the building. So we'll pack that back out now with some 4x2 soldier legs, and then we'll show you what we're going to do from there. So what we're doing now is we're working out our plumb cut seat cut. Different to how you do a roof. If you've already watched the channel, I did that roof, and when I showed you that little one I did at Harborne, you have to do it in a certain way because you've got your depth of your bird's mouth there and you've got your plumb, but so this is different because we want this top edge to finish there like that, and we want the bottom edge to finish on the ground. Therefore that is currently as the angle that we want it at, as it sits. So we haven't got to do any of that. So we can now just level down and get a plumb cut there, level across there and get a seat cut. Now what we are going to do, we're going to put 4 9x2s in here now. This is 1.8 wide. So we're going to put 9x2 down there, 2 9x2s in the middle, bracing. We're going to hook. All I'm going to do now, if I explain what that timber's for now. When we've marked our plumb cut, which is probably going to be like that. If you can see that, let's get my pen out. Right, all we're going to do now, we'll get a plumb cut like that, and then when we come to this, we'll measure down from there down to there, and then we'll just do that, and then that part is what will sit on there. So that will then give us some strength onto there. We're going to put a post in the middle there, 4x4 post. setting the post mix in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got offcuts of 9x2 there. We're going to run these then almost like a set of noggins as well. We're going to put a large seat cut on the bottom. So it's going to be, oh, that's a big seat cut at the bottom. Massive seat cut. And then we'll keep that off the floor. We'll then dig a little bit of a trench under each one of these. Fill it full of concrete against the timber. It'll just run off the concrete. And then stay away from the end of there to stop them rotting. It's worth getting the pin. I'll get one of these pins. One of the pins is there, which I'll do. Get one of the pins. All we're doing now is making sure that our first timber that we put down is parallel and in line with the side of the shed wall. A rough, because we're off there, aren't we? I don't think we could do, Nick, actually. We could,
Well, about 7 mil up here. You can touch it. Tell you what, while we're there, we'll just measure off that post. That concrete post. We do that to the millimetre. That'll help when I dig the hole. And if we put we get a measurement from that concrete post to there. We put that back. Happy days.
oh yeah.
Nice and parallel in. And then when we
Staples, I thought it was like a, what's it?
wiggly worm. Stuck on. Yes, probably should. You go all the way to that fence post.
All the way to?
The concrete fence post. That's the only log staple we've got. Put to the bottom of the post and we'll get parallel in. That is to the outside. 3125. 3125. Why did we measure up to here? What this is?
I don't know where the fence is.
This is in, we can just parallel.
No, I can understand that measure. That's same because you can measure, like you say, you measure off that and then.
I need to get that one in this same place.
2225, you said you put. Okay.
Let me shuffle.
Scored on round one there, so there's the target for today. And John, wish you the best of luck. And if you're ready for them, then here they come.
That's probably deep enough, isn't it?
Yes, the Potmaster podcast available after the show every day.
Right, now I've finished with plumb cut and cutting the notch out on the far end to go over that 4x2. I did talk about putting a seat cut on this to obviously mirror the floor, and as you would do. However, we've had a bit of a chat and we just talking about preserving this timber better. Now, the best way we could think to do that would be to encase it in concrete. So what Mick's doing now is, we dug a post hole. We're going to put the post there anyway to support the bottom of the rafter. So he's going to dig a channel, so no dirt at all touches this. I'm going to leave this on now, solid. I'm not going to put the seat cut on at all. And we'll drop that straight into the hole, put the post on, get the level that we want. So this top edge will still come down and finish at the ground over there where we want it to. And then what we'll do then is we'll fill that then. We'll use this post mix to secure that post at the bottom initially. And then we'll get some concrete, some sand and ballast then, and fill that full of concrete and haunch it either side of the timber that's in the ground so there's no damp goes on it. Just preserves it better. Or, sorry Mick, flaunching. Mick's pointing at me, gesturing. Flaunching, Mitch, flaunching, not haunching. Wrong terminology for the wrong... That, oh, that's... What was haunching like, Mick? Show me haunching again.
Let's play back.
Plaster's here now to have a look what he's got to do in a couple of weeks.
Hello, Rich.
Welcome to the... Hello. Welcome to the party. Right, I'll come and have a look then, Matt. Show what you think.
We've got to take the back out.
Right, now the plaster's gone. Let's get back on with it then. First one, get our angle. Plumb cut, and it's cut if I can show you now, can't I, over the top of that. I haven't looked at myself yet, I don't know what the cut's like, if I'm perfectly honest with you.
We're not down yet.
We're not down yet, no, so. There we go. So that's the idea anyway. That'll sit on there like that. Yes, that'll go against there, and then when it sits flat in that hole there, that'll close that up when we fix it in there. So we've got all that fixing down there, look, through here. So I'm not worried about that one being jiffy hung. Plus the fact we want it tight. I ain't gonna be able to get down there anyway. So yeah, we'll just drop that in the hole and we can carry on with the rest of them. Right then, we're all done now. That one's just been filled with a whole bag of post mix just because we've hit what looks like a brick patio there. It was a little bit evident there, but not so bad. But this one, it's all the way through. We'd have had to take up a lot of dirt there, and it just seems silly. So all we've done, we sat that on, left the timber full. We haven't cut, as I said, we put no seat cuts on at all. Fill that full of concrete. What we are going to do in addition now, a bag in each, fill it full of concrete, right up to the top of the timber. So all it does then, it protects the post then at ground level. The timber. Yeah, the timber Thanks, Mick. Help me out. Being a carpenter, I should know that, shouldn't I? So we're going to fill it, and we'll probably come to right to the top there. So where it comes out the ground there, look, we'll fill it full of concrete. So any dirt touching it then, it's not going to rot the post away or rot the timber away. So we've used postcrete for a couple of reasons, really. One, it's more than strong enough for this, what we need to use this for. And also, it's not in essence structural as such. So we know it would have been no good for the ones we did in the floor. It's not good. For this instance, it's great. It means now these are set and we can now carry on. We can walk on this now. We can do what we want. We can do whatever we're going to do. We can put noggins in. Doesn't matter because it's gone off. Although, unlike concrete, you can't touch it for 24 hours at least, because it's still green. There's a 3.6 span, C24 9x2. That's going nowhere. However, for our own peace of mind, another 4-inch post in there, in the centre. Definitely, 100%. Even if he buys a car and puts it in the shed, it'll be fine to drive up. So, just one little thing I wanted to point out. You may have seen it when I did the string line across that wall and across that wall to get them in line. Now, this is just a little trick that we do to make sure things are parallel, things are flat. And I'll just show you quickly again. So, Mick, if you want to just hold that for me. So what we wanted to make sure we did was, we wanted to make sure that, in essence, we put that one in first, this first one, we put that one in, and then we put the end one in over there. And then to make sure these are in parallel, all we do, you get 3 pieces of timber. You've got to make sure they're exactly the same size. So this is a piece of lath, cut off the same piece. You fix one on your outside one, there, you fix one on the outside there, and then bring your string on over the top of it, making sure it sits nice and flat. All you do then is you get this, make sure there's nothing on it at all, it's not perfectly flat. And you just get it and you just run that under there, like that. Just touches, just enough, but doesn't lift it or drop it. And the same with that one. Again, make sure there's nothing on the bottom of it, because it'll interrupt it. Same with that one. So we know now, 100%, that these, I'm going to have no crown, or have no dip, nothing at all. The thing is, you're doing it with this way. If you did just a string line, there's a lot of discrepancy that you can find. You've only got to touch a bit of a hair or a bit of a splinter or something. A hair? Touch a hair? It's something I wish I'd got more of. You've only got to touch a bit of a splinter or a bit of a raised bit of timber, and it can detect your line a bit more. So if you do this way, it's a lot more accurate. Good way of doing it. Right then, there we are. Posts are all done in the middle. I don't think we needed them, to be perfectly honest. C24 9x2 over 3.6. Wowzers, no, solid. Anyway, they're done, put them in. And yes, there's a mixed match in the bottom, but last bit of 4x3 we got on the job, last bit of 9x2, last bit of 3x2, before we started cutting up full lengths of 4x2. So we thought, you know what, I know it's not the best and it messes up my OCD a little bit. However, we've got to do what we can to make sure we can use the full lengths over there without wasting timber. Hence, doing that. Oh, I can't look at too much, it makes me feel a bit sick. Look at that. Oof. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell ready for the next episode. And in the next episode, you can see where I made a mistake with the ramp.